Good afternoon. 47? Oh, thanks. Bro had to remind me when I'm on. I keep forgetting. Alright, where am I? Gotta open. Well, first I gotta do my streams on my tabs. Okay. Hey, genshin. Also need my charger for my tablet. Oops. Oops! Oh. Anyways, good afternoon. I'm late. I usually stream like I was supposed to start my stream like 2 hours ago, but I got completely distracted with something. So, haha. Teehee. I have come. What is your question? Also, I retract my comment. Does Rock Band controller work with Fortnite? Yes, it does actually. If it's a Rock Band controller, yeah, it works. If it's a Guitar Hero controller, you might. Well, okay, actually, no. Here, hold on. Let me get more specific. Rock Band 4 controllers work, but any older gen controllers, you'll need to like mod it and such. Like you'll need to like, what was it? It's you gotta like just dismantle it and like put in some new set of brain or whatnot. If that makes sense, I don't know. What about a Guitar Hero Live controller? If it's, I'm pretty sure that should work. I'm not too sure. I'm pretty sure it will. It should work because that's like Xbox One, right? Or that's like oh, that's really weird to say old gen, like Xbox One USB. Then yeah, no, it should work. That should definitely work. PS4, no, definitely work. That will work. If it's a more recent console like PS4, Xbox One, it should work just fine. But if you're gonna like use any older gen controllers, like say a PS2 or PS3, I mean PS3 might work. PS3, Xbox 360 might work. As long as it says USB, you should be fine. But any older gen like a Wii or a PlayStation 2, you'll find some struggle there. But that's like where those controllers, those older gen controllers, they thrive the best. But if you have like a more recent gen controller, it should work. Because last I recall, Rock Band 4 and I think maybe Guitar Hero Live should work. I actually don't know anything about the new gen. I see. I don't know. I don't know about those generations for controllers, so I can't say with confidence. Just take everything that I say with a grain of salt. I'm not too familiar with the controllers. I have one, but like I said, it doesn't work because, or actually, well, I never said it. I'm saying it on stream now, first time. The controller that I possess is a PS2 controller that is wireless and it has an adapter that I did not receive, and I tried ordering it, or I ordered one, but it was the wrong adapter, so it was just not connecting. So the oops, hee oopsies, oopsie daisy. It was a blunder on my end, but I didn't know at the time. I was blissfully unaware. I wish it worked, and I was gonna return it, but I never did. So, oh no. Anyways, Fontaine, I'm jumping straight into it. I don't want to do any hangout events. I'm thinking I might just abandon the concept of doing a hangouts on stream, unless there's like certain scenes that you guys want me to see, or I don't know. I'm not too sure. Cause I can't do it. My brain hurts just sitting there listening to the dialogue. It's too corny. Is that the word? Probably. Yeah, you almost choked on my water. Yeah, I just can't bring myself to do it on stream. It's just too time consuming. And that's like 100% my fault as well. I was like, hey, I'm gonna save these free content. No, it's not free content. Free primogems. That's fine. I think I'll just save those for like free daily farm. You want me to see that badass scene? What is that badass scene that you're speaking of? Do the story? Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about one of the hangout events. Because I was like, oh, what are you on about, my boy? There you go. I think that should be a bit fine. Let me get my controller. I like playing with controller. Even though I'm gonna be sitting through dialogue anyways, but it's whatever. No more Spotify, go away, you're stinky. No more Spotify, stop it. My Spotify is not complying with me. Stop it. Thank you. Okay. It's Genshin. It's Gengen time. What is the badass scene that you're speaking of? There's like one scene that I can think of that I haven't seen because it was promotional, and then also like frog time. No spoilers. True. You're speaking facts. I need to see it for myself. You right. That's valid. Ooh. Oh. Following day. Trial time. Was there anything that I was supposed to remember? I hope not. Elga. Oh. Bye bye.
What do we do? The whole situation is so confusing.
That's what I'm saying. We're gonna take it slow.
Impossible things don't just happen. We'll get to the truth one way or another.
Just relax. Even if everyone else suspects Lenny and Lynette, at least we will be supporting them from the stands.
I didn't tag Fortnite, did I?
Besides,
Stop
I
gaslighting
doubt
me.
Farina understands any more about what happened than we do.
Thanks, Navia. Well, we'll be going.
I said I was gonna do Fortnite tomorrow,
Best of luck to you.
and I only put it on the poll as a joke because I was like, do I want to play Fortnite? Not really. I'm gonna wait till tomorrow. The fuck you mean, girl? You fucking dog. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. Hello, Lenny.
Finally, you're back. Well, how did your investigation go?
She still got the fucking
To be
glasses on.
honest, you might be
Wait, hold on. Let me see. Let me double check. I'm missing an item.
disappointed.
I'm joking, Daisy. I'm sorry. I'm joking. I don't know if I still have to hold up the act of not knowing
We're
who's
already
who.
very grateful that you were willing to help.
Who has emotes?
Well now, don't you all look disappointed. Don't tell me that your investigation came up empty-handed. That was to be expected, of course. The guilty can never produce proof of their innocence.
I didn't see any emote change.
But don't let that stop you. I shall be terribly disappointed should you, my most anticipated foe, concede so easily.
I keep forgetting to change to JP whenever Farina's on screen. I keep forgetting. I want to
Since
hear her
both
laugh.
parties are present, I declare that the trial regarding the magic show incident is now in session.
Yay!
Firstly, in order for the audience to understand the causes and results of the incident, could we please have Mr. Linney explain the trick?
Yes, of course. I will explain while Lynette demonstrates on stage. All the necessary items have been prepared.
What? Then he clearly reveals the details of the magic trick everyone in the audience is done.
Thank you, Mr. Linney. In that case, I take your statement to be that you ran to and remained hidden within the magic box in the audience stands once the trick began, and thus could not have committed the crime. Is this correct?
Yes, that's correct, Your Honor.
In that case, I call upon the prosecution. Lady Farina, do you wish to refute his statement in any way?
Farina's like, hey, that's kind
Of
of
course I do.
Oh, never mind.
Allow me to take the first shot and break this case wide open. Mr. Linney is clearly lying.
My client guild, oh shit, sorry. Pleads, no.
There is no way you could have been in the box the whole time if you were to abduct Halsey and murder Cowell. In fact, I'd say you were hardly in that tunnel at all.
That is simply your hypothesis based on the presumption that I'm guilty.
Oh, is that so? And if I may ask, what did you hear while you were inside your box?
The roaring countdown of the crowd, of course. That's how I kept track of the time and built anticipation for the finale.
And you didn't hear anything else at all? Nothing that might leave an impression of any kind?
No, nothing.
I see.
Huh.
But when the count
Going
reached
legal?
30 seconds or so, there was
Even
a
though it's not
thud.
really legal,
One
it's a
so
little legal.
loud that I believe practically everyone heard it.
Huh?
Oh.
Hang on! Something's not right here.
Ah,
Yeah, I'm
how
sure
did
you
you
could
not
have
know?
heard a noise that loud from inside the box.
I was right by the box and I definitely heard the thud.
Oh, you're right next to it.
Look at those scales. Could those mean...
They probably represent the show. The auditrice. How do you pronounce it? True. Who's that guy? Get him out of here.
Well then, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to use the words of the magician himself. You never know what can happen in the blink of an eye. Indeed, it seems his alibi can also collapse in the blink of an eye. Of course, I have armed myself to do far more than smash your alibi. Confidence cannot go unfounded, and my foundations are rock solid.
No.
Tell me, aren't you and Lynette actually from the House of the Hearth?
Oh, Black Bars is intense.
The House of the Hearth?
Oh, they're for 2 weeks. Gasp.
No wonder they did something like this.
So the serial disappearances were the Fatsui's doing. Now it all makes sense.
I've got a feeling that what happened on stage probably wasn't just an accident.
No.
That's irrelevant. Our identities have nothing to do with what happened.
Indeed. Then
That's a cool
perhaps
swipe.
you could tell us everything that happened during that 1 minute. Your first priority is to prove yourself innocent after all. I'm sure there is little that needs to be kept secret now. Unless your script already has holes in it. The Outlander is speechless. My, oh my, don't they look flabbergasted?
God, she's so cute. What the
Now
hell?
comes the infighting and discord, I suppose. This was almost too easy. Good thing I made all those preparations.
What is this? Oh my god, it's so cute. What the hell?
Last night is
What
really
water?
paying off.
Hey, Linny, why didn't you tell us this before?
I didn't think about it. I didn't think it mattered.
Order! Order! Mr. Linney, allow me to re-establish the facts. Lady Farina has raised 2 points. First, when the thud was heard in the Opera House, you were neither in the box nor the tunnel. Second, you and Ms. Lynette are both members of the House of the Hearth. Are these claims true?
That's a bad thing, or is that a good thing? Also, there's no doubt about a magician's ability to con others. Given that Lenny has concealed his identity, this could all have been set up beforehand. Huh. Plus, Chow here is here in Fontaine along with the other house operatives. There must be some scheme at work here. I've been a victim of such schemes before, and now, damn, I've been framed. Oh no!
Please answer my question, Mr. Linney.
I'm sorry. Yes, they're true, Your Honor.
Dear God.
I knew it!
Well, that's it. We might as well move on to the sentencing already.
What should we do now?
If I may, Your Honor.
Granted.
My client has withheld some key information. I cannot keep going.
In that case, what is your request?
A brief adjournment? I must yap.
Is that really necessary? They're already as good as guilty.
The defendant deceived their own attorneys. What is there left to discuss?
Order! Order, I say! Your request is reasonable, and we shall adjourn. This trial will reconvene in 1 hour.
More
So
evidence.
you would stick to Mr. Linney's defense even after knowing what you do now? You certainly have more professionalism than I thought. In that case, my dear audience, let's allow the joy of victory to steep for a little while longer.
She's so bratty. So much smug energy. You lied. What the hell?
This is awkward. I didn't think the Hydro Archon would dig all that up. I'm sorry, Traveler and Paimon.
Now you hurt my feelings.
Yeah, sorry. Paimon doesn't know where to start. We trusted you two.
I thought we was
Based our
gang.
entire reasoning on the assumption that you weren't bad guys. Not to set the wrong tone or anything, but Paimon's really mad.
I'm very sorry. I know you're angry, and reasonably so, but please, let me explain. I know you've clashed with the Vatui several times before. I wouldn't be surprised if just hearing the word is enough to make you upset.
Man.
But our
The
organization
Heartless.
is very, very large, and the Harbingers have very different personalities and goals.
Right now, we want to save people. As many as we can.
That's right.
Whoa.
I'm sure we're on the same page when it comes to this nation and the disaster that its people might face. I knew if it weren't for our respective
I'm not
identities,
buying it.
we
Oh
could
no.
become good friends. That's why I didn't wish to flat out lie to you, but chose to hide some details instead. The truth is very important, but being completely transparent about everything would see us spending more effort than we need to.
Cap. Oh no.
Right. So, you be the judge. Heck, if I were you, I fear that I'd even struggle to trust me at this point. You met a Fatus who works as a magician, a trickster by trade. All by coincidence, too. But still, I'm asking you to trust me. I am no criminal. At least, not in this case.
Sorry. Please forgive us.
Man, you're lucky you're cute. No.
You both say that, but
Where did you actually go while the trick was being performed?
right. Let's hear your answer first, and no lies now.
I am your attorney. You can't withhold this information
I'll answer
from
any
me.
question you ask. We've been trying to find out how the Oratrice operates. We want to know why it has a consciousness, Why can it deliver sentences accurately? During our investigations, we learned that the machine's core is beneath it. From that moment on, Lynette and I have been designing this box swap trick with the objective of getting close to the core.
Is that why you needed a whole minute?
That's right. In truth, the audience would take about 75 seconds to count down from 60, while I would only need 15 to get to the opposite box. So,
That's
after
some slow-ass
jumping into the
counters.
tunnel, I accessed the Opera House basement via the vent, and went to investigate the room in which the core is stored.
That air vent was created during the construction of the tunnel specifically to execute this step.
Oh, what did you find?
Well, nothing.
Oh.
As soon as I reached that room and was about to investigate, I heard someone's voice. Which should have been impossible, of course. I was quite certain that I was the only one in the room. That voice seemed to recognize me and tried to speak to me. I chose to err on the side of caution and retreated the way I came. On the way back, I saw the broken vase and the clothes on the ground, but the countdown was almost finished, so there wasn't time to give it any thought. After that, the homicide occurred just as you saw.
Well, that explains why you didn't hear the thud.
Why do you want to know its inner mechanics?
Because of that prophecy I told you about, of course.
Oh.
We must know all we can about this nation's secrets in order to deal with that prophesized crisis.
That's the only way we can save everyone.
So, there you have it. The whole truth. I swear, I didn't hide anything from you this time. It was never my wish to proceed under this cloud of mistrust either. But like I said earlier, you can be the judge. If you want to leave because you don't trust the Fatui, there's nothing I can do to stop you.
Well, Traveler, you decide. Paimon will follow your lead however you choose.
Oh, cool. I thought it was gonna give it's the illusion of choice. I'm leaving! Just kidding. I will defend you from these charges. I believe that the judgment will be dispensed as it should.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, man.
Thanks for giving us a chance.
The current problem is
I'm
that
only
the
doing
skills
it
are
because
tipped
you're
pretty
cute.
badly
Oh.
against you two. If we want to refute the Hydro Archon's accusations, we're gonna need a seriously watertight defense.
Naturally, we have everything.
Huh?
Oh. Oh.
Oh, Paimon thinks she gets what you mean.
Then he claims that he entered the chamber containing the trace core upon entering the tunnel and did not witness the crime taking place, and thus did not hear a thud. Then he claims to have heard a mysterious voice within the chamber that the house of Archery's core is within the Opera House underground structures. Evidence. Yay. Can I view the evidence? No.
Both parties have returned to their positions. Let us continue the trial.
I wanna see. What else am I missing? I'm missing one item here.
When
Probably
last we
scripted.
left off, Mr. Linney acknowledged the new evidence presented by Lady Farina as fact. Therefore, Lady Farina may continue stating her reconstruction of the events.
Ugh, that took long enough. Now,
Navi is just like,
everyone
nah.
lend me their attention. At this stage, let's revisit that scene from Linny's perspective.
Okay. Based on the the opposition's account of events, you can identify loopholes in their statements. These evidence includes obtained during the investigation to refute any anomalous assertions of fact and replace them with new interference. I'm good at English. And you can't do English, guys. Man. Cook it in the pan. I'm just kidding. Use your refutations. What the fuck? Refutations? To convince the audience and obtain more support from the people, the orchestra will display such shifts clearly. I'm having a fucking hard time reading. When you find and refute all incorrect contents, you can complete the cycle of refutation and unveil the truth. Oh, cool.
As the countdown began, he entered the tunnel.
Go.
When the flatbed trolley passed, he opened the box and got into an altercation with Halsey, which caused the loud thud.
That is a drawing.
He did not realize that the sound could be heard by everyone in the opera house, which is why he claimed earlier that he could not hear the sound.
Bruh.
Finally, he used the vase to knock her out, before making her change clothes to prevent others from recognizing her. At this time, Cowell arrived in the tunnel, having heard that strange noise, and caught Linny red-handed. So Linny proceeded to knock him out too before stuffing him into that box.
Dear God.
Afterward, Linny passed the unconscious Halsey to his accomplice through the magic box in the audience stands, before operating the devices such that Cowell's death would be ruled an accident. And there you have it. That's the truth behind what happened.
This is pretty neat.
Does the defendant's side have any objections to Lady Farina's description of the events?
Several.
The key to refuting Lady Farina is the order of events. What Linny experienced and what he saw.
Okay. How do I play the game? Identify loopholes. Lenny claims that he headed to the auto chamber.
Seems this won't produce.
Oh. Okay, that is true, but this is...
According to Linny, he left via the vent after entering the tunnel. He couldn't have had that altercation with Halsey.
Not really. Was Lenny really in the tunnel at the time? No. Wait, what is this? No. My brain hurts. Damn. I'm about to just go down the line.
Linny went to the room that contains the Oratrice's core. This is the actual truth.
Hearing Lumina's like throwing me off as well. Powell walked in. The existing evidence indicates that when Lenny returned to the tunnel, crime had already taken place, and all Lenny saw was, yeah, whatever. Wait, what did I play here? Okay. I already put the voice there.
Lenny did not take part in the underground altercation. He only witnessed traces of the aftermath.
Attention!
Oh, hi, Paimon.
Detective Paimon has something to say!
Nuh-huh.
When the countdown started, Lenny did indeed go into the tunnel.
Okay.
But he immediately used a vent to access the Opera House basement, which is where the underground core of the Oratrice is stored. Once he reached that area, he heard a voice in what should have been an empty room. Since he felt something was amiss, he returned immediately. The crime scene had already developed by the time he reached the tunnel again, and in order to complete the magic trick, He did not remain there for any length of time.
The gears are turning very
Finally,
slowly.
he reached the surface, and that was when the accident happened from his point of view. Therefore, he's innocent.
Yo, spit your shit, Paimon. Yeah, oh, dude.
Paimon did it! Paimon actually managed to say all that! Wasn't it awesome?
Sure.
In other words, you believe that he knew nothing of the incident?
That's right!
Yes, actually. Moreover, I believe my opposition is reasoning is flawed.
My reasoning?
Oh no, it's kidding. The onstage equipment was clearly tampered with premeditation. However, you say that cowl was bumped into the leg by chance.
If that's the case, then if Cowl hadn't entered the tunnel, who was the entire setup meant to kill? Assuming that what you say is true, Linny only needed to kidnap the young girl to cause a new disappearance case. What would the point of killing someone on stage be?
Oh, they have a point.
Oh.
That's right, you tell him! And
Yeah.
partners of mine, they've managed to turn things around.
I fucking love her.
Well, your denial is very strident, I'll give you that. But what proof do you have to back your claims?
You have to remember how you refuted Lindy's alibi initially.
Of course I do. If he had been in the magic box the whole time, how could he have not heard that sound? Why do you ask? You're saying that he wasn't.
Fuck it, obviously. Your claim has now become my weapon. Oh. Is it this one?
That's right!
Okay, is it this one?
In the box or in the tunnel. That's why he didn't hear anything strange during the performance. This means that when the crime happened, Linny had already entered the basement via the vent. The same clue you used to disprove his alibi has
Those
now
glasses are
become
not
the
it.
proof. How do you like that?
Well played. To think you'd use such logic. Well then, if it wasn't Linny who committed the crimes, then who was it?
The murderer was select your icons and basic shapes. They check corresponding cases. Case question. Select answer to fill any empty gears to verify the correctness of your deduction. Sorry. If you have made a mistake, yo, that's facts. I'm just kidding. I don't really care for it. It's a game, that's all. Also, how you doing? If you have made mistakes, you must make another selection from the remaining options. If you have answered all the questions correctly, you can complete the logic chain. Guards investigate. Ooh, music. The guard's investigation report indicates that the fireworks are released near the end of the show, ignited and burned through the ropes, suspending the water tank above the stage. This caused the water tank to fall and kill Powell in the box below. whodunit. Oh, bruh. I don't know how ranking works in Valor. I only play CS. Like I'm Matt, and I'm just kidding. If Linny is no longer under suspicion, only the other members of other trope would have been able to tackle the rough props. Then he gave a detailed account on how the trip was supposed to work by using a box inside a box. The idea was for the box containing the audience member to be transported across via a tunnel underneath. But Linny himself would also use the tunnel to get and Linny would and Linny himself would also use this tunnel to get to the other side. Having changed their outfit, and then her assistant would take charge of on-stage instructions. The those belonged to Halsey, the lady who went missing. and were found in the tunnel. The reason for this remains unknown. Who was the person who did the prophecy? No, I can't see. Oh. Yeah. Oh. Oh, I can view it. Never mind. I thought it was gonna make me like select it.
Halsey is the missing person and an ordinary audience member. Or did she have her own scheme all along?
She said, "I did it. I was the one that kidnapped myself."
Could there have been a third person involved? Is that really a possibility?
I think that already passed.
The deceased's name is Cowell, Linny's assistant. He would have been able to tamper with the equipment.
The
Could there
third
have been a
person.
third person
Select. Fuck. What do you mean?
The deceased's name is Cowell, Linny's assistant. He would have been able to tamper with the equipment.
Oh wait, valid. Never mind. Sorry. I'm a little restarted.
Huh? That can't be right. Are you serious?
What the fuck do you mean?
The killer was, in fact, Cowell, the deceased!
Oh, is that so? How interesting! Let's hear your reasoning then.
What I must do next is recreate the truth. What Cowell did, and how he went from would-be perpetrator to victim.
Good
No
information.
one entered or left the opera house through its entrances. So, where would the criminal have wanted to take Halsey? The deceased's name is Cowell, Linny's assistant. He would have been able to tamper with the equipment.
Like, how can we envision that against being unable to interview with the crime?
The sound we heard may have come from a clash between the missing Halsey and the criminal. It would have been tough for both people to fit into that vent. They would likely have bumped into Linny as well. Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel. So, there must have been some fear that she would attract attention.
Yeah, man. Wait, what did I not see
No
yet?
one entered or left the
Oh. Oh, okay, never mind. Your brain hurts. Okay, I'm
Linny
good.
was not in the tunnel at that moment, which gave our criminal ample time.
Oh, okay. Oh, I just saw the questions. Never mind.
Clash between the missing Hal.
Okay. No, that's
The sound we heard may have come.
no.
Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel. So, there must have been some fear that she would attract attention. It would have been tough for both people to fit into that vent. They would likely have bumped into Linny as well.
Nice. Oh, is it not gonna fucking what's it called?
Linny was not in the tunnel at that.
Is it not gonna penalize me? I thought it is if I select wrong.
The deceased's name is Cowell, Linny's assistant.
Fuck. Oh. Cool, I got it right. No, that's not what I wanted to press. No, that's not what I wanted to press. Go down. There you go.
No one entered or left.
Oh. Man.
Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel. So, there must have been some fear that she would attract attention.
Karaoke stream win? No. Never. Aw. Is YouTube messed up? Does it? I'm not sure. Also, I am missing the chat, the dialogue. Oops. You vote for karaoke stream? I'm never doing it. I cannot be bothered to go through the efforts of setting up a microphone properly so I can sing. This microphone is not enough. Oh, okay. The strange noise could have likely been son of Cal and house's children. What do you mean too bad? Lenny was not in the was not in the tunnel for 1 minute. This could have given time Cal to bring possibly out the magic box and beyond the sand. Do for Raz. I don't know. Debatable. But according to the guard's testimony, no one entered the opera house, so even if he'd taken her, there's no means of exiting. Exiting her locks would have been filled with for the audience, pretty much guaranteeing that they would have been discovered.
What's wrong, Traveler? Are you still having trouble figuring things out?
I am missing the last piece of evidence. Where did they go?
I see how it is. So this was all just a bluff. And here I thought you had something to show for it.
I love the zooms. It's the zoom ins. It's really good.
Look, since we're at a dead end, why not consider a different track? Just like the trick as it transpired, the end result must have been utterly different from the magician's initial design.
If only we knew how Halsey disappeared. Well, that would be nice, but the tunnel only has 3 exits, and none of them seem very likely.
That's what I'm saying.
And it's not like this is a magic trick where you can just make a real live person disappear. You know, like you did from that water tank, Lynette.
It was fucking magic, all the. Could have been the water. Whoa, wait.
Excuse my interruption, dear opponents, but do you not see that the crowd is growing impatient? There is no greater sin in this opera house than an awkward delay in the performance.
Bro, the amount of stress that I would have acting as an attorney. I did that shit back in the high school for my forensic science class, and oh my god, I could not do it.
The next stage of the trial.
Hold it! No, hold it. Let me cook a little more.
At that moment, which gave our criminal ample time. The sound we heard may have come from a clash between the missing Halsey and the criminal. The deceased's name is Cowell, Lenny's assistant. He would have been able to tamper with the equipment.
Where did the missing Halsey go? Water.
The vase was not broken by chance. It was used to cover important evidence. The water.
Guys, stay hydrated. I'm a little too hydrated. I need to go pee.
Paimon gets it! It all comes together if Halsey disappeared instead of being kidnapped. Lynette escaped from the water tank, vanishing gradually and leaving only clothes behind.
You're so real for that. Should I readjust volume? Wait, here you go.
There's a similar method where a person could be transformed into water.
Oh, just a moment, please. I do hope you know how preposterous you sound at the moment. How could a person ever be transformed into water? This is reality we're talking about here, not some magic trick.
I would like to review my evidence once more.
Must we really? I should think that of anyone. Your friend Linny already knows this truth very well. Magic tricks are ultimately just illusions and misdirection.
That's what I'm saying.
But Halsey's disappearance is very real. We're talking about 2 completely different things.
Even so, I trust the traveler's judgment.
Well,
the truth must be out there somewhere. Perhaps some new line of reasoning may open if we try to gather all the focal points that don't make sense. Since Cal was the deceased, we haven't placed much attention on him. But given that we aren't making much progress with the case, it wouldn't hurt to have a look at his belongings, would it?
People really do come up with all sorts of harebrained schemes when at the end of their rope. The way I see it, your suggestion that we broaden the scope of our investigation is nothing but a tactic for stalling the trial.
Nevertheless, I believe that this is a reasonable request on the part of an attorney. Since the trial does indeed appear to be at an impasse, I believe that additional evidence may help us make more progress. Guards, please step into the lounge and examine the personal effects of the deceased Cowell.
Who's Farina defending?
We are still examining the items, but we have already made critical progress that we feel must be shared with everyone post-haste. We discovered several test tubes of fluid within Cowell's baggage, each labeled separately.
Oh?
The notebook in his backpack claims that these fluids are water from the primordial sea.
The primordial sea.
The note's contents also indicate that Cowell belonged to an organization that sells illegal drugs and that he had an accomplice.
Dear God.
The notebook has many entries concerning safe usage of these fluids.
I mean, dear Archon,
in
no?
which the keyword dissolve appears many times. One of these tubes was labeled Opera Epiclese, along with yesterday's date. It is empty. The notes also state that these dissolution properties work exclusively on people from Fontaine. It's likely that Halsey was chosen as some sort of test subject.
Dear Fogle.
As such, we believe that the defense's hypothesis is, in fact,
By the Archons.
by sufficient evidence.
You've got to be kidding! People dissolving into water?
Could something so ridiculous actually be true?
Wait a moment. This reminds me of a certain prophecy, but it's just a coincidence, isn't it?
Oh no!
If people can become water, does that mean that the water tank's real use was as a means to hide water stains? And if Cowell was targeting that girl... Wait just a minute. Could that mean... You two, with me, quick!
Demoiselle, wait! What about your partners?
Forget them.
Let's go.
No, she's leaving me behind.
Order! Order!
Please.
It is undeniable that further examination of the deceased's personal effects has yielded some surprising results, but we cannot yet verify the veracity of these clues. Still, let us assume that these clues are indeed authentic, albeit with the understanding that Ms. Halsey has yet to be found. Guards, please continue examining the items along these lines. Mr. Linney, it appears your hypothesis is supported by the evidence, so please continue speaking.
Of course. Thank you, Your Honor. If we uphold this hypothesis, I believe that many of this case's seemingly unrelated clues can be connected together.
Right! Like the metal hook! That one didn't make sense at all.
The metal, huh?
Let's think about this. Cowell's methods must have something to do with that water from the primordial sea.
More evidence. Yay! Oh. Who's the prime suspect? He
The
is.
deceased's name is Cowell, Linney's assistant.
Is he? I don't remember.
The deceased's
Now
name
stop.
is Cowell.
What items did the culprit use to use to control the timing of this? Oh. I'm okay, guys.
Lynette was in the magic box on stage the entire... I remember there was something else within the inner layer of that box.
The hydration. Water. Why could the culprit use to control the timing of the dissolution? What is this?
Now it seems like the hook rope was not meant for another magic trick, but was instead some form of triggering mechanism.
Oh.
I remember there was something else within the inner layer of that box.
Did I do it? I did it, yeah. Oh.
Ahem! It's Ace Detective Paimon's time to shine again!
No.
In the original plan, Cowell would tamper with the water tank rope and the number selector securing his target. When the magic box containing Halsey was lowered, the metal
That
hook
was a
would
weird wipe.
retract gradually and pierce the balloon at the top of the box. When the balloon attached to the box popped, The water from the primordial seed inside it would pour down and dissolve Halsey. Afterward, Cowl would enter the tunnel and break the flower vase to conceal the water inside the tunnel, with the remaining evidence being covered up by the water tank on stage. But he encountered something unexpected in the tunnel, and wound up being fatally hit by the same water tank he meant to use to cover his tracks.
Huh. That does make sense.
That actually links
me see.
together a lot of the more confusing pieces of evidence.
Oh dear, what do I do? Even I think they sound convincing now.
No.
Have I falsely accused an innocent person? What a humiliation.
Now, it seems like the only point of contention remaining is the exact circumstances that led to Cal's death. His notes mentioned he had an
I
accomplice who
don't
could be
think my
related to the situation.
aren't you? You're not supposed to be talking, are you?
On that note, the guards have just contacted me indicating that they uncovered new evidence.
Oh, more evidence.
I shall now invite him on stage to share it with us.
Huh? Oh. Hello.
Thank you, Your Honor. We were just inspecting the luggage of the other people involved in this case. And we found an identical sample of the water from the primordial sea among Linny's personal effects.
Damn.
What?
They planted evidence. It's over.
I see. Well, how wonderfully comedic to have your own counterattack only to come back and wound you. Does this not clear all doubt? My dear citizens, my loyal audience, allow me to present my reasoning and bring this performance to a swift close.
She's low-key panicking right now. Foot on the...
Linny did not need to take part in the dissolution of the young woman at all. Indeed, he did leave the scene via the vent.
Okay.
Having made modifications to the props beforehand, his accomplice Cowl then caused Halsey to vanish using the water from the primordial sea. But upon his return, in cruel avarice, Linny desired sole credit and prepared to do away with his partner in crime.
What? Why? that doesn't make
Ultimately,
sense.
he knocked Cowl out, and the tool meant to cover the crime up also became a murder weapon. Now, as much as I regret having come to such a viciously straightforward conclusion, it does seem that the famed Fatui is quite the cold-blooded and ruthless organization. Am I right, Mr. Linny?
We've used up all the evidence we collected. There's no way for us to make a rebuttal here.
Fuck, I'm a bad defendant, bro.
Is this the end of the road?
Oh no!
Oh no.
Paimon can't think of anything either. It doesn't look like there's any way around this. Seems using the water as new evidence was too good a move. Why did this have to happen now?
Double-edged weapon.
I think we've all seen enough now, and we have ample witnesses to my flawless reasoning. I believe this is indeed the finale. Now then, my good, noble Chief Justice, should we not, in your view,
Excuse me, everyone, but I must interject.
Miss, I must ask you not to shout, and to respect the ongoing legal proceedings.
Oh, come on. Don't be hasty. I have a good reason
Listen
for
to me.
interrupting, you know. Now, would anyone here like to take a little break from all this debate and see a little magic? I'll show you an amazing trick. One that can bring a young woman who has disappeared back in the flesh, right before your very eyes. Please, do the honors, Mr. Linny, if you would be so kind.
What in the world is she saying?
What is Navia
No offense,
cooking, bruh?
miss, but miracles like that are beyond my scope as a magician.
Come on now, don't be silly. Magic is all about misdirection, isn't it?
It often conceals the truth while presenting a fascinating illusion. But once everyone believes the illusion, can't magic reveal the truth to them once again?
What is the gang doing?
And wouldn't such a trick be the most marvelous finale to today's performance? Come on, Lenny and Lynette. Give it another go. Don't worry. Spina di Rasula has made the necessary arrangements on your behalf. But, as the magic makers and stars of the show, I think I should leave the final performance to you.
I understand.
I don't. Where did she get that?
And voila.
She's back. Yippee! Oh no.
Sorry for the interruption.
How did she do that?
Wait, isn't that Halsey? So the whole thing about people dissolving wasn't true after all?
To be clear, I'm only here because this person told me that if I testified, the merit of doing so would lessen my sentence.
Oh.
I was hiding outside this room listening to the proceedings because I was afraid that I would be the one put on trial. I was just feeling happy that no one had noticed me, and then
Oh yeah, they had the same voice actor. I totally forgot about that.
That'll teach you to underestimate us three.
Where should I begin? I'm sorry. I'm the one who killed Cowl.
This just like derailed everything.
What? Why?
This like completely derailed everything.
My name isn't Halsey. It's Lillian, and I'm originally from Mondstadt.
Wait, wasn't she the runner?
The show was gonna be a real thriller, but I missed the chance to buy a ticket.
No idea.
So I stole one. That's how I make a living. I steal stuff here and there, and I'd
She's
never
from
been
Mondstadt as
caught
well?
before. But I was noticed at the harbor a few days ago, and I barely got away. Lenny was the one who caught me in the act.
Hey, no wonder you look familiar. So you were the thief. Liddy even mentioned that you were pretty skilled.
Well, and I thought that would have been the end of it, but then the number selector chose me.
I thought it was free.
She
I
even
got away
mentioned the
scot-free.
Fortress of
Fuck no.
Mermaid. That's a prison, isn't it? So you can imagine how shocked I was. I thought he was onto me for sure. So I played along with the show while looking for an opening to flee. But then I got water poured on me for no reason, and then someone jumped into the tunnel to nab me. I wasn't going to take that lying down, so I knocked him out and stuffed him into the box. There was nowhere to run from there, though, so I had to change my clothes and hide in a box containing performance costumes. I slipped out after the first guard arrived at the scene and continued hiding inside the opera house.
Huh.
Can a person even hide in there?
If they practice the kind of concealment, probably. Yo, that's true.
But I swear, I didn't know that the water tank would fall down. Really, I swear it. Had I known that, I wouldn't have put him in the magic box. I may be a thief, but I'm no killer.
Well, that makes everything pretty clear now, doesn't it?
Huh.
This time, we need to tell the entire story from Lillian's perspective.
Oh, cool. Another suspect. Yay! So... I have to do the whole thing, don't I? Wait, okay. I'm gonna assume it's this. No, that's not it. I'm restarted. This device was used during Lenny's magic performance to choose a lucky number of the audience. However, the guards found that it was generated the same exact number. Someone's tampered with it. A strange sound, broken bass. Is there like... Wait, okay, where do I start? No. I don't know where to piece this. I don't know where to piece these together. Why the fuck? Is there no other evidence? I'm just lost. Okay, there you go.
Lily-Ann was afraid that she would be recognized if she left, so she changed clothes and hid, biding her time. Just what one might expect of an experienced thief. The flower vase was not broken to cover anything up, but was smashed during the struggle between Lily-Ann and Cowell.
That's like attempted murder. Strange sound. Okay.
The strange sound wasn't from a fight. It was Lily-Ann's attempt to break out when she was frightened.
Oh, okay.
And it's Ace Detective Paimon time! Having been selected out of the blue, Lily-Ann panicked. Her panic only intensified after she entered the tunnel and had water poured on her head. So she kicked the door open, producing the thud we all heard. Hearing the commotion, Cowell leapt into the tunnel, only to discover that Lily-Ann had not dissolved. He did not know that Lily-Ann was not from Fontaine, but was a thief who made her way in by stealing a ticket.
Oh, okay, wait, never mind. This is just putting it together myself.
The water from the primordial sea needed time to take effect. He tried to force Lily-Ann back into the box. The two broke the flower vase during the struggle, but Lily-Ann came out on top, knocking Cowell out and putting him in the box. With no way of escaping, she changed her clothes and hid in the costume trunk until the performance ended.
Okay.
She knew that she would have to go through guard inspection if she tried to leave afterward. So, she has been trapped in the opera house these last 2 days.
Oh, is that how she
Desperately
also?
hungry by the time we were
Okay,
chatting
there you
over
go.
macarons. So, she swiped 2 of them right under our noses. Talk about a sneaky thief.
At this point, all the events that happened in the tunnel have now come to light.
Ah, so that's the whole story.
Bravo! Bravo!
Now then, Lady Farina, do you wish to speak against the defense's statements? Please answer the question, Lady Farina. Also, if I may add, the trial has not yet ended. As such, I request that the prosecution not leave the room before the proceedings have concluded.
Oh.
What? Are you reading my mind now? No. I have no further argument.
She was totally gonna try
I
slipping
admit
away.
defeat. But really, could you at least have left me with some dignity?
No. Oh no.
Look at that! She's like a deflated balloon now.
The poor
If there are
baby.
no objections, then as the Chief Justice of Fontaine, I shall once again repeat the full sequence of events. The actual perpetrator of the serial disappearances, Cowell, selected his next victim from the audience reservation list. With some modifications to the selector, he could ensure that the pre-selected young woman would be chosen. To cover up any evidence while committing the deed, Cowell thought of allowing the water tank to fall, which would conceal the water left behind after the young woman was dissolved. He also tampered with the rope suspending the water tank, using the fireworks at the end of the performance to cause the tank to drop and hide the watermarks. He poured the water from the primordial sea into a balloon during the preparation of the magic box and stuck it to the box's lid. Finally, he passed the prepared hook on a rope through the gap in the magic box's door when bringing the young woman to said box. When the magic trick officially began, the box containing the woman was lowered into the tunnel, tightening the hook rope and bursting the balloon containing the water. If all had gone to plan, the young woman would be dissolved at this time. However, Lily-Ann was not from Fontaine, and thus fled the box with a loud noise. Realizing that there was trouble, Cowell entered the tunnel and met Lily-Ann. Thinking that the waters had not yet taken effect, he decided to proceed. However, his opponent was more capable than he thought, and he was overcome, knocked unconscious, and placed into the magic box, and thus became his own final victim. Lillian, according to her own statements, then changed clothes and hid until the performance ended, before hiding in other parts of the opera house. As for Linny, he was in the underground structures within the opera house, and was thus ignorant of these happenings. From this reconstruction of events, we can conclude that Linny, the accused, is in fact innocent.
You are but a clean boy.
While there is much in Linny and Lillian's conduct that should still be investigated separately, this case, at least, can be handed over to the Oratrice to make the final decision.
Oh my god, Honkai Star Renos. Yo!
As such, Linny and Lynette are officially declared not guilty.
Great work, partners.
Thank you all. Thank you so much.
It is not over.
Next, I think we deserve an explanation, Guard Vaughn. How did you find the water from the primordial sea in Linny's baggage?
Right! Your discovery caused me to make a serious mistake, you know. Or was that not a discovery, but false evidence that you dared to bring before this court?
I suspect that the accomplice mentioned in Cowell's notes was not Linny, but you, yes?
Oh.
I'm sure you know what you must do to lessen your sentence.
Speak quickly! Unless you want to earn yourself a one-way ticket to Koopa
What?
Town.
BS. You have my volume low. Actually, no. That's not BS. I have my desktop capture at like 10. -10.
I was just following orders. We were supposed to place blame for the serial disappearances onto Linny, and thus cause suspicion to fall on the Fatui. The higher-ups said
Don't worry, the
this was
volume's
best
gonna readjust itself
opportunity to do
anyways.
so.
I think the cutscene's coming up,
And
right?
now that your plan has fallen through, and the secrets of the water have been revealed, you have become a liability to said higher-ups, yes? Therefore, you would be wise to tell everything you know, and seek the protection of the guards.
Yes.
Not yet.
I'll tell you everything I know. Our
I'm but a
boss
clean boy.
discovered that the water can cause people to dissolve. It can also be made into a potion, which when extremely diluted, can cause people to experience unforgettable exhilaration. We've been in this business for a while now, and have made decent more off it. The disappearances were also the boss's idea. I mean, this is the boss we're talking about. The...
Dude. My boy self-destruct.
And now he can no longer talk.
Such ruthlessness. I shouldn't have expected any less of them.
An outrageous act. All present, please submit to inspection immediately.
Even the mechs are in play? Holy. However, nothing is left on the scene. It's hard for me to get left behind Vagon's dissolved. Oh.
So, we're just going back now?
Yeah, we're done here. We did it. I'm leaving. No.
That's true, but...
Traveler, Paimon, please wait.
I'm leaving. Goodbye.
I know you may not want to speak to me right now. Maybe you don't even want to look at me.
No, I did my job.
Still, let me thank you again for defending me to the end, even after you learned that I'm a member of the Fatui.
I just wanted to see that you, we're square. We're square? I'm more round.
I guess. But regardless, I'd like the opportunity to set things straight. I didn't approach you with any ulterior motives or ill intent. I've spoken to you as myself, just plain Linny this entire time. As for
Guys,
why
I'm not gonna lie to you. I really need to
it's
pee.
because the goals of the House
I was
of the
drinking
Hearth
too much
align
water.
with
I'm a
those
little
of an
too
orphan like
hydrated
me.
right now.
That's all. That was how Father, who you might know as the Knave, approached recruiting us back then too.
The fuck you mean no?
The one who controls the House of the Hearth? She's your father?
That's right. And since we're here, I was wondering, would you mind hearing a story? It's about my past. Back when our parents first died, Lynette and I were left wandering the streets. To survive, I took to
quite literally
surreptitiously
cannot.
observing an older street performer who did magic. It took me several days to figure out how he pulled off his amazing tricks. I took my sister through several streets until we found a crowded corner, and we began to perform magic tricks there. To my surprise, we proved to be pretty popular, and we could at least stop worrying about where our next meal would come from for a time. But I didn't want my sister to remain a street rat together with me forever. Before long, an aristocrat came to me and claimed that he wished to take us in after watching my performances.
So you went from orphans to nobility just like that?
That was how we felt at first too. As if fate was on our side and we could say goodbye to those painful days.
Poor cat.
But I gradually discovered that while we were called foster children, he was really after my talent for magic tricks. He would constantly take me to all sorts of banquets to garner attention, which he would then use to expand his social circles.
That doesn't seem too bad either. Better than roaming the streets at any rate.
That's what I'm saying.
It took a while for me to realize just how dark his heart really was. After one particular performance at a banquet, I discovered that Lynette was not on the same return vehicle as me. I waited a long time after we returned home, but she did not come back. I went to that noble's bedroom and asked him about her whereabouts. The answer he gave me was, she caught the eye of the most eminent person at the banquet, so I sent her over as a gift. I mean, you'll be able to perform your magic regardless of who your assistant is, yes?
What the
no.
fuck?
So he was gonna...
What the hell?
But wouldn't Fontaine's laws deal with such people?
As far as outsiders are concerned, this is a relationship akin to adoption or foster care, and they have their ways of escaping the eye of the law.
Wow. Would you look at that? A loophole, huh? What
I
happened
managed to
after?
ferret out the location of the mansion of that so-called eminent person and hurried through the night. But by the time I leaped over the walls, avoided the guards, and made my way in, all I saw was the moonlit ground covered in blood, and the knave standing there in the darkness.
So, she'd already taken care of that guy.
Awesome.
That's right. She had rescued my sister before she could come to any harm, and had even discovered several girls hidden in a basement, all of them orphans.
Oh.
Father, I mean, the knave, might have seen something in me, and so she made me an offer.
You're not getting a bathroom tour.
The House of the Hearth welcomes you, for your interests align with ours. Here, none will ever betray you. Indeed, betrayal shall never be permitted here. I was hesitant to trust her. I mean, I had just been betrayed by nobles. But she was also quick to destroy the noble who had taken us in at first, giving us back our freedom.
Oh, so that's how the two of you joined the House of the Hearth.
Wait, is she?
Has her own plans.
Oh.
She has gained permission from the Tsaritsa to first use the Gnosis's power once she obtains it. She plans to use it to find a way to break the prophecy and save Fontaine.
So, she believes in that prophecy too?
That's right. The whole House of the Hearth is currently working to combat that crisis.
Why?
Today's case has also proven that people from Fontaine can indeed dissolve into some sort of water, thus further supporting the prophecy. Everyone at Hotel Bouffe d'été, including the knave, has their roots in Fontaine. And we will always defend our homeland.
Oh.
To us orphans, the only connection we have left to this world, apart from our family, is our homeland.
So, From small deeds like distributing magic pockets to huge schemes like stealing a gnosis, everything is aimed at dealing with that prophecy.
Oh no, I'm not buying it. I'm just kidding. I kinda buy it, but I don't trust you still.
It's alright, I understand. The only thing I can do is relate all this to you. I just hope you can understand that even as a member of the House, I have never stopped making my own decisions, and that I believe what I'm doing is right. If you should need anything at all in the future, feel free to find me. I will do my best to help you, as plain Linny.
Okay, goodbye. You goofy goober. You're welcome.
Bye, Linny!
I'm gonna go pee! I'll be back, give me a second. I'm gonna like pressure wash it or shower that. You missed him last stream actually. Oh no, you were here. Never mind. Give me a second, I'm back. I totally forgot to mute the mic. Oh, I'm back. Oh. Oh, where am I? What am I doing? Took me a whole hour to get through that whole scene. Oh, that's not even counting as dailies? Bruh. Wait, Shane, I thought... Was it only via event stuff, or... Do I have to finish the story? Or the act? No, you...
Hey there. What was with the disappearing act you pulled right as the trial ended?
Only events and quests, bruh. Bruh.
Well, this whole thing isn't exactly over, is it? I do feel that we're getting closer to solving the serial disappearances case, though. Don't you think so, too?
I am not interested. I'm here with one objective. I'm sorry.
Huh? What's wrong, my dear partner?
I don't do this to me. I do not care. That's crazy.
Besides, are you sure we're the ones who can crack a case that's been
Man.
solved for decades now? And given that there's new evidence from the trial, there should be a trail of breadcrumbs for the Hydro Archon's people to follow now, right?
Yeah, we don't need us. No, I don't. I want to help.
I see. Well, I won't lie. I'm a little shocked to hear that from you. But I suppose you are just travelers who have only arrived in Fontaine after all. Sorry. I might have been too presumptuous.
Oh.
Don't say that, Navia.
Now I'm sad.
Aw, and we were having so much fun investigating with you, too.
She's guilt tripping. It's
It was
working.
like having new waters flowing into a stagnant mire, causing new hope to spring forth, and the reflection in the murk to become clearer. Well, sorry about that. I'm a bit prone to nostalgia. Don't mind me. Wait, shall we have a farewell meal? You know, to commemorate our time as partners?
Huh? Do we really need to get that formal? Well, guess you really did treat us as partners, huh?
Well, I'd just like to have a proper ending to every important memory. That way there are no regrets later.
I
Anyway,
love her.
It would just be a meal, so it shouldn't take up too much of your time.
I'm going on a dinner date. Yeah.
You don't have to twist Paimon's arm. If Boss Navia's treating, count Paimon in!
Oh, wonderful. In that case, why don't we return to the court of Fontaine and head to the Hotel de Boer? I believe we'll make it just in time for dinner.
All right then, let's have our farewell meal.
But I'm not leaving. Oh, yeah. I did it. Act 1's completed. Offering to the Fontaine Elysium. Offer the high. Oh, hey, fuck it. Oh. Shane, you lied to me. I finished the fucking thing. I'm gonna sneeze. Okay, I'm good. Anyways. Guys, I have a pool. Do I do it? The hell do you mean my volume's low? That's pretty high in my standards. Fire Emblem luck? Is it time to manifest? Alright, it's time to manifest. 40 if... Wait, what number am I at? You guys, you said 47, right? As Crown. 48. 48. This is it. Is what I would have said if that was it. But unfortunately it was not it.
This logo, it was designed by my mother. Have you noticed how it's shaped like a heart?
Yes. Wait, I rolled twice? I can't count? Am I restarted? Oh! Wait. Huh? $49 then. That was 49. I'm over here. I want to start the other event. Yeah, 49 now. Okay, I thought so.
Add Ast. Thank you for completing to. Add Astro.
My brain is pressing triangles thinking I'm playing Honkai. Oh, never mind. Alright, anyways. Alright. What do? Wait, where am I? What act is this? Act 2? And then what's the event about? You are rank 40. Congrats. Wait, have you logged into Genshin as recently? Mr. No, I'm just kidding. I can't do this bit forever, guys. My brain hurts. Is everything unlocked here? I'm gonna... Yes, everything's unlocked here. Should I just do this real quick? See if I can, so I can just, like, gather all my pools? Or should I save it? All my XP. Do it? Off stream? But why? How long is it? I would imagine it's short. It takes a while? You lied. I can't believe you. It's boring? Oh. I thought it was like a combat event. That's what I imagine it is, at least. Ooh, a bow. No. It's tower defense. Boo! What is this sham? Well, now what? I don't know what to do. I mean, I could totally progress. I would like to. I'm thinking about it. The voices, it's honestly kind of like convincing me to. How long is this act, do you know? Prog time, okay, we prog. I got no more stalling. We go. No more questions. Only game.
I came here several times with my father when I was little, but stopped eating here as often after growing up. I hope the food here will be to your taste.
Oh, don't worry. We haven't eaten at a hotel like this in a while. Paimon's getting excited already.
It looks so
In that
pretty.
case, I'll go order for us
like
first.
you.
Please wait here a moment.
Okay. No.
Ooh, everything looks so good.
I'm on a date with Navia, guys.
Sure know how to enjoy life.
Why, of course. Go ahead, try whatever you like. If the food's good, I'll make a group reservation for the rest of Spina di Rosula next time.
Pull up, I got pizza. Yo, real?
Well, then I'll still bring everyone. Albeit with only one dish per table.
What?
Sure have your own way of doing things. Oh, we called this a farewell meal, but we could also treat it like a victory feast, right? We did just win that case after all.
It was a pleasure working with you.
Oh, true. Very true. In that case, boss, we'll have another 2 dishes.
What?
Paimon didn't mean that you had to order even more food.
She's such a foodie. I love her.
Speaking of cases, do you think that the mastermind behind the serial disappearances will get caught soon now that this has all happened?
Well, we've certainly taken a big step forward, but I feel that's about it. We know that there's an organization that means to dissolve these young women, but we still don't know what they
Why
are
the
really
women in
after.
specific?
If it
Sexist?
hadn't happened right in front of us, Paimon wouldn't have ever believed that a person could be dissolved like that.
Right? Yet it was because this was such a preposterous notion that the investigation could never really move forward before.
Ugh. If only that guy could have finished speaking. We were so close to hearing who was behind it.
Bro, self-destructed.
In such investigations, Even the smallest step can seem like a yawning chasm if the trail of clues is cut off. To be honest, I don't have high hopes for any follow-up that the authorities might conduct. It's not that I don't have faith in their ability.
I don't. Oh,
It's
no.
just that a different perspective is required in some matters. It's easy to guard against and deceive a single narrow perspective. A shift in thinking is required at such times in order to produce a breakthrough, which is exactly why the Spina di Rosula exist. Those highfalutin folk are not all-knowing. That's why we exist, to seep into the cracks where filth falls through, where their watch fails them. That's the kind of problems we solve.
She's so real for that.
Seems Paimon thought things were simpler than they actually
I
are.
don't know if you guys know this, but I really like Navia.
It's alright.
I don't know if that was been obvious.
This was supposed to be a farewell meal, so I doubt you have further interest in this business, right? Let's talk about something else. Like, what are your future plans?
I want to talk to Lady Farina, but I don't think she cares.
That's true. We didn't have a chance to speak to her after the trial ended. It didn't really seem like the right time or place to do it anyway.
I see. So, your primary objective, which has been foiled so far, was to have a chat with the Hydro Archon.
Yes, thank you.
I've heard that there's a long line of people waiting to meet Lady Farina. I suspect you'll be waiting for quite a while, considering that you missed your chance today.
Yeah, we've heard that she's
Hold
super
on.
popular
I need to
here
go
in
AFK.
Fontaine,
I just
and
saw
that it'll be
something on my
tough
phone
getting
that
any
needs,
of her time.
Hold on, give me a minute. I gotta go. Okay, never mind. I'm back. Holy, that scared me. I just saw my phone and I was like, oh. Amoy! Please put out your organic best in the. Oh! Whoa! Alright, back to the game. Back to the game.
Well, would you consider some more, unique ways? Perhaps even methods of, let's say, questionable legality?
Guess that's Spina di Rosula's boss for you. Chock full of sketchy ideas. Well, what did you have in mind?
Well, one way would be
No.
to infiltrate a performance troupe at the Opera House, only to abandon your
Didn't
act at the
Quackity
play's
have some beef?
climax
What
and
happened to
ask
that?
to speak to her after the performance. I'm sure Lady Farina would be eager to see the ending, and would agree in order to finish watching the play. Don't you think?
Could you suggest something a little more practical?
She hit me with the
pretty hard to
man.
pull off. We'd have to go learn how to act, and acting's really hard.
All right, here's another. Find a way to conceal yourselves under her bed. Then wake her up in the dead of night and demand answers. Don't let her go back to sleep until she answers all your questions. I can personally testify that this one works. When I'm sleepy, I'll do anything as long as I can finally get some sleep.
That might work, but that's not really the problem. The problem is we don't want to get ourselves arrested.
Ah, valid point. I overlooked that part. I was just thinking about leveraging a person's desire for sleep. All right, no more joking around. Perhaps you could... Oh, I don't know. Cut the line when she's on a break. You did defeat her in court, clearing citizens of hers from false accusations. False accusations she had nearly upheld personally. I imagine that she feels quite ashamed about the whole thing.
You mean that if we catch her while she's on a break, she might be too embarrassed to refuse? Oh, that does make some sense.
She is totally someone with that kind of personality.
Why don't we give it a try after this meal? You know, strike while the iron is hot and all.
Huh? Paimon, did you drink my Fanta?
Was this your drink?
God, you took her drink? What the fuck?
Sorry about that. Paimon wasn't really paying attention and the cup was right next to Paimon. Would you like to order another?
No, it's fine. We're just about done here.
Aww.
Alright. Honestly, Paimon wouldn't recommend Fanta anyway. It tastes kind of salty and icky.
Yeah. Why?
Is that so?
Why?
Huh. Well, in that case, we'll have to blacklist the Fanta here then.
Oh.
If we're all finished eating, then I'll go pay.
Yeah,
It's on her
we're
money.
stuffed. Thanks for the treat, Navia. Oh, so full. Paimon can barely float anymore.
Try walking, you know?
Nah, that would be so... normal. You know, like you.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Okay. As for expenses this month, we're left with... Huh.
Hey, Navia! What are you doing over there?
Oh, nothing. It was just a meal, you know? Nothing the Spina di Rosula can't cover.
Dude, no way.
Let's get ready to try to meet the Hydro Archon again. Bye, Navia!
So this is goodbye, huh? Well, if you do encounter any other trouble in Fontaine, you're always welcome to contact the Spina di Rosula. I'll give your requests the highest priority.
Yay.
In any case, I wish you smooth sailing. I'll see you again, partner.
I fucking love her. Where am I going? Oh. That's far. Oh, it's over there. I'm never gonna see her again. Also me. I have her on my team.
There aren't many people around anymore. Looks like that boat we took to Araneas might have been the last one.
Vache.
Who the fuck?
Looks like we're back here again.
The fountain speaking American.
Traveler? Are you hearing voices again?
Yes. They will not leave.
That's kind of spooky. Are you sure we don't want to come back in the morning?
Vache. Vache.
Hey, why are you still walking towards it? There might be something nasty in the water.
It's a fountain. Anyways,
Huh?
I can't see.
Hang on. Paimon can kind to hear a voice. It's calling for Vache, right? Hey, traveler! Stop walking! Come on, wake up!
I'm almost there. I think I'm there, actually. Oh shit! It's the ocean. Yo! What the fuck am I?
Are you my dear Vache?
No.
No, wait. You seem to be someone else. Do you know Vache? Do you know where my love is?
No.
Wait. Who am I? I'm very sorry, I do not know.
Me when I forgot.
My memories feel like they have been washed away like a flood. So many fragments dissolved amidst the tide, never to be recovered. How much have I lost? How many things that I once held dear while on land have I since forgotten?
Go. Huh? Get the Master Ball out. Whoa! It's not a Pokemon. Is this Oceanid related to the one that's near Liwa? Liwa? Human?
Yes, that is what I was once. But now,
No? Aww.
I am but the consciousness of one who has lost their form.
Are they similar to the current event that's happening here now?
I do not know how I came to be like this either. I only vaguely remember being covered in light blue water, and then all grew dim.
Were you one of the girls who were dissolved?
I also remember going to many places. I loved adventure, loved exploring places of peril. No matter where I went, Vache would go with me. I knew how dearly he loved me, and I also loved him equally as much. But now, we can no longer go back. The pain of such parting, I never knew how heavy it could be.
I will go find him for you.
No! Our reunion no longer has any meaning. There is no way for us to create any new memories.
Oh, okay. Can you
The thought
release
of me
me?
gives him no succor. So let it lie forgotten beneath the waters. If you meet Vache, tell him not to look for me. Tell him to move on. That is the only thing I still remember.
Oh, release me! I believe it when it's hard for him to forget you. It will be for. Damn, I can't read.
Perhaps that is so. As I was submerged in the waters, losing consciousness, I saw Vache above the surface. His eyes were filled with such sorrow, such longing. If only I could have comforted him, told him that I did not suffer. Indeed, I had felt a great warmth.
Damn. You're telling me the love of your life, your SO, has watched you die?
Is that what you call it? Dissolving? If anything, I consider it a form of release.
Uh-oh.
It was a state of neither fear nor frenzy, with only an endless peace, like the water's still surface. I could also liken it to being a thirsty person who drinks water for the first time, and only then sees how they have lived for so long in a world of endless want and anxiety.
Huh.
I think I hear your companion. It's time for you to go, I think.
Yeah, Paimon. Damn, how long was I out for?
I am glad that you were able to sense my presence. Remember, if you see Vache, tell him not to seek me out any longer.
You're meaning to tell me each Archon quest is giving me a reason to feel bad for each enemy I kill? Oh, fuck. Oh, what? Wake up. Things have gotten worse. No, the boys!
out! Look out!
Dear God, it's a whole army of Gardamex.
You're supposed to say archon, not gods. Oh god, no, this. Hi, Chloron.
Chlorand?
Oh my god. It's the scene.
Quick, now's our chance!
Dude, she's so fucking badass.
I should thank you for lending us your sword there, Chlorand. But before I do so, could you explain how you managed to show up here?
The music, everything, all of it, so good. I can't. She's so cool. I want her. Why did it have to be Chi-Chi? They're so Lebanese, no?
I followed you.
Oh.
It seemed to me that danger has followed you more closely as of late.
I believe that following someone without their knowledge is actually called stalking, is it not?
See, this is exactly what I tell Keno.
Mr. Callus's last wish was for me to ensure your safety, and I will not...
Me when I'm American?
He would do the same, were he alive today.
Oh.
Do not speak of my father!
Ah! What is this tea? It just hit me like a truck. What the fuck?
Sorry, demoiselle. I was not strong enough.
Dude, the boys
Thank you for your aid, Miss Clorand, but do keep an eye out for your manner of speech. I believe we all wish to avoid unnecessary emotional harm.
Sorry, I did not consider your feelings.
Whatever. What else do you know? How did you come to the conclusion that I'd be in grave danger?
I doubt I know much more than you, but I believe that the mastermind behind the serial disappearances is very powerful. Your performance tonight will almost certainly attract their attention.
Huh. I'm sure they've known about me. To be honest, I'm shocked it's taken them this long to act against me.
And
what about these Gardamex? I thought only those associated with a Maison Gardiennage could control them.
None of these mecha have serial numbers. I was sure to check a moment ago. They are not the ones used by the authorities to enforce the law.
Unmarked
I can only
bots?
conclude
No
that
way.
some powerful or wealthy party must have obtained them via illegal means, deploying them as a private force of sorts.
What? Your point being that they're out of Spina di Rosula's league, then?
Yes.
Yes. Be careful, and do not act
Huh?
rashly.
I will continue investigating no matter what.
I want to finish this
we
act.
will
How long
bring
is
the
it?
truth to light. That's my father's true last wish. Regardless,
What time is
thank
it?
you for your help
6:35.
today, Clorand.
I'm
But
gonna go
if you get
until
any
7:30.
ideas, tell me first. I don't much appreciate being followed.
I'm
I
giving
do not
myself
think that
another
will stop
hour.
again anytime soon. So I shall stop following you. Good day, all.
Why didn't you come home? It could have been her.
Right. I suppose that's the best news we've gotten today.
Demoiselle, I believe that Miss Clorand was being sincere with you. If we tried, we could attempt to thaw relations a little.
I know, I just... She's...
She's just so hot. What just happened? I fucking died, dude.
Paimon thought we were done for! Those Gardamex came out of nowhere while you were unconscious, and Nadia and her gang saved us!
Oh god, wait, I have an idea on what's gonna happen to those two, and
Oh,
now I'm
and
really
there was that
sad.
champion duelist named Chlorine who came out to save us too! We got lucky there. Paimon probably couldn't have fought them off otherwise.
Oh, so you're a fighter, huh, Paimon? Yeah, whatever. Thank you, Navia.
Oh,
This is why I love
come
you.
now. Forget all that polite talk. That wasn't really a farewell meal we had back there. Not for me, anyway. In truth, I hope that every meal we have together shall be a victory feast.
She's so
As
cute.
such, we're still partners. There's no need to thank me.
It will take 50 years for me to match Demoiselle's magnanimity.
If it were me, I would have joined the Spina di Rosula on account of her goodwill long ago.
All right, you two. That's enough.
Actually, Navia, how did you know that we were in danger? You sure did show up in the nick of time.
Well, to be honest, you're the one who tipped us off, Paimon.
Huh? Really? Paimon contributed somehow? Oh, Paimon's even more amazing than she thought.
Oh, wait.
Yes, all thanks to you grabbing my drink by mistake.
Okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
How did that help?
After we parted ways, I was on the way back to one of our bases when I suddenly thought of what you said. That the Fanta tasted kind of salty and icky.
I thought it strange as well, but... Aw, no.
Fanta only comes in sweet flavors. So how could it have tasted salty? The color of the drink, if I recall, had also been a bit off.
So the Fanta had been spiked with water from the primordial sea?
Yes. So if you hadn't drunk that cup for me...
They tried
Spina di
taking a hit
Rosula
on
is
fucking
preparing the
Navia,
grandest
bruh.
of awards for you as we speak for saving the boss.
Holy shit, it was an attempt at assassination. What? Dude! I would have been so sad. Holy shit.
I sent people to Hotel de Boer to investigate.
Wait, you knew this? How did you forget?
No trace at all. That's when I figured out that you might be in danger and hurried here as quickly as I could.
But why would
Rare
they
W
us
Paimon,
too?
actually
All we
true.
did was defend Linny in court and help clear his name. Ugh, now we're caught up in this.
Bro is
mess too,
revisiting the
aren't
story.
Well, you did foil a plan that they were probably pretty proud of, and almost got their name in the process. Speaking of which, did anything strange happen when you drank the primordial seawater?
The
Well,
voices.
it can't be coincidence that the traveler fainted just now. She said that she heard that voice calling for Vache again. Oh, and this time Paimon heard it too, but it was real faint. Does this situation have to do with the primordial seawater then?
According to Annette, the ability to hear voices like that also has to do with one's sensitivity to hydro. Oh, wow.
Does that mean the primordial seawater raises someone's sensitivity to hydro when it's used on people who are not from Fontaine?
That doesn't sound like too much of a bad thing, to be honest.
New
New
intel.
intel? While you were out cold?
That was a little EP.
Well, let's hear it, shall we?
Go watch Backity stream. I ain't stopping you. I'm deadass just playing right now. Vacher.
Oh, that is important.
You tell everyone about what happened while you were connected to Ocean's
Vache. That name doesn't ring a bell. I suppose he hasn't stepped forward as a witness in court lately. Since he saw that young woman dissolve, he was at least at the crime scene. But he never gave testimony or any information regarding people dissolving in the primordial seawater. Could he have been threatened?
Let us find this boy.
Yes, thank you. This is very important information indeed. We will continue to investigate.
Partner.
Oh, you mean you'll help us investigate?
Yes.
Well, you did say that our farewell meal didn't really count. That means we're still partners, right?
Yippee!
And besides,
I didn't know
whether we
Navi
know
was
whether
gonna
we
be a
like it or
major
not,
role in this
You're
story,
not gonna
bro.
let those people who targeted us get off the hook so easily, are you, Traveler?
Oh, messing with us will cost him. I'm gonna fucking kill him. Oh no.
Demoiselle, do try not to look quite so pleased. You are the face of Spina di Rosula.
She's
after
so
all.
baby.
You talk too much. Well, in that case, let's head back to one of our bases, shall we? I'll arrange accommodations for you. We also have some plans to go over, and hopefully we can deepen our bonds as partners. But we'll take that one step at a time, I guess.
I
Don't
love
worry, you two.
her.
With us around, our base is definitely secure.
Yay. What? Oh. Aw. Why did they give you a right, okay. You're telling me I passed by this area several times and not witnessed.
It's right up ahead, but let's make sure we weren't followed first.
I've been keeping watch, Demoiselle. I haven't spotted anyone suspicious thus far.
Very good. But let's not let our guard down for now.
I shall find rooms for our respected guests.
Thank you, Malus. Now, let's continue, traveler.
Boogie. Oh. Wait, does it open? Oh, it does open. Oh. It's here. Oh. We're in Bellabog, guys. I'm playing Honkai Star Rail. We're no longer playing Genshin. I already had all these teleports unlocked, but you can't stop me. Guys, we're in the what's it called? Somewhere in the Philippines. No, the slums. There you go. I forgot what the slums was called.
So, this is your base? It's not quite what Paimon imagined.
Shut up, Paimon.
Your accommodations have been arranged. Under the present circumstances,
Accurate.
I can confidently say it's the best we have.
Honestly, I did not expect this for Navia. Well, it is. Thank you.
Well, our funds have been a little tight lately.
Gee.
After all, we don't allow illegal or unethical profiteering. In fact, our funds often come from citizenry who support us.
Yeah.
Seems like it's tough times for everyone. But if you have the support of the people, that does sound like it's worth it.
You
To be
slept
honest,
on her, bruh.
Our financial situation was a
Major
lot better
L.
back when my father was in charge a few years ago. I'm afraid I'm not quite his equal.
Your father, he was the previous boss of Spina di Rosula, right? How did he...
Demoiselle, if you'll allow me to explain.
No, I'll explain it myself. I suppose I couldn't run from this topic forever. And as partners, this is something I hope they can understand.
Oh, dude,
My
Navia's story
father's
is
name is Callus. Yes, the same one they call Callus the Unfaithful in the streets.
Oh,
3
not the
years ago,
music.
he was accused of murdering his own friend. But he chose a duel to defend his honor instead of standing trial. He died in the duelist's ring.
Oh no.
But I do not believe my
So
father
this-
was a murderer.
Honkai
I'm
Star Rail?
sure
I told
he
you we were
said
playing
it.
Star Rail today.
At the time, I believed that if he only stood trial and was duly investigated, something amiss would crop up and prove his innocence. But strangely, he not only requested the duel himself, but rumor has it that even after being seriously injured, to the point where he could be deemed as having lost the duel, he refused to surrender, determined to die in the arena.
That's crazy.
3 years later, I still don't understand why he did that.
Was Floran the one that did it? Or was it a random duelist? Because don't they have like several different duelists for the court?
How could he protect his honor if he's dead? If anything, he gave up his chance to defend himself. The closest piece of info I have is that my father had been investigating the serial disappearances case at the time of his death.
Ah, so that's why you're so determined to get to the bottom of that case.
That's right. I've also tried to investigate the murder my father was implicated in. But I haven't found a single new clue in my countless reviews of the investigation records. However, I believe that if the murder case is related to those behind the disappearances, they must know something. I must know what really happened. Was my father coerced? Framed? Even if he really did kill his friend, I must get to the truth. If only he'd been more open with me when he was still alive. He even hid the fact that my mother died due to complications when giving birth to me.
Ain't no
And now,
way.
here I am investigating his death. You really are a handful, aren't you, Papa?
Dude, Navia's story's fucked. What the hell? We are like you and I.
Demoiselle, please, if there is anything I can do, anything at all.
I also will never believe that Master Callus murdered anyone. There are none whom I respect
As
more
you're
than
a
the two of
fucking
you,
idiot. It's
Demoiselle.
not Salus, it's Callus. There is no E. Where did you get the E from? And the U. Wait a minute.
Master Callus did so much good in life, yet all it took was one murder case for him to be dubbed Callus the Unfaithful.
Difference. You know what? You're so right.
Even our supporters decreased greatly due to that incident, hence our strained finances at present.
Wait, if Callus was such a good man, wouldn't people at least be a little suspicious when he was accused?
No. Perhaps people just revel in that kind of drama. It's not something exclusive to people from Fontaine, really. Everyone's like that. People love watching the evil turn over a new leaf, but they also enjoy watching good people fall into an abyss from one slip-up just as much.
But how could...
Preying on people's
Never mind.
downfalls.
If Callus was really falsely accused, we have to find the truth. He didn't deserve to have that happen to him.
There is one other thing. Master Callus's opponent in the duel.
I knew it!
Was Ms. Clorand.
I fucking knew it! Alright, anyways. This is really awkward now. How can they be 11 A's? No.
Oh, her? Well, then, isn't that as good as saying that she was the one who killed him?
Oh, this is a little heated. Alright, anyways.
Yeah, that's not the sort of thing that you can just let go and move on from.
Ms. Clorand has always placed great emphasis on the honorable nature of the duel. If her opponent doesn't...
Bro said, oh. Bro was so tunnel visioned on them being lesbians. He was like, oh wait. Damn. Cloran murdered Navia's dad. What the fuck? Holy shit, dude. There was so much shit that I missed. I can't believe I slept on this.
She knew Master Callus beforehand and greatly respected him, but seeing how he was resolute in the arena, there was only ever one choice she could have made.
It's not that I don't understand her at all, but I just can't deal with this yet.
Dude, the poor
Don't
baby.
worry, Navia. Paimon knows how you feel. You don't have to force yourself to do that.
Oh, get it up.
Afterward, Ms. Clorand told us that at the start of the duel, Master Callus requested that she ensure Demoiselle Navia's safety.
Oh, dude, what? Bro was ready.
Yes, that is our understanding as well.
Oh, Papa. What madness drove you to ask the person who killed you to take care of me? All right, anyway, that's the information I wanted to share with you. Even if it did sound like I was just complaining towards the end.
Dude, I fucking love her character. Her
Thanks.
background.
You two should go and rest. This was
It
quite a
makes
day after all.
Hey,
Paimon's feet.
you didn't do anything. You
Please,
were shaking.
relax and get some sleep. We will ensure you rest soundly.
Boy. It is the EP time. Oh, hi, Solar.
Whether it be responsibility for Spina di Rosula or Master Callus's death, it all landed on Demoiselle's shoulders so suddenly. This won't do. I must become stronger.
Dude, you're a legend. Yes, sir. Oh, I thought I would see the other characters about. Navi and Malus. It's EP time. A peaceful night passes under the Spina di Rosula.
Paimon slept so well.
Good morning.
This place feels almost too safe. Huh? Navia? Where did the other two go?
What the fuck is
I
this?
sent them back to Poisson. It's Spina de Rosula's place of origin, and where we have our headquarters. There's not much for them to do here at the moment.
Paimon gets the feeling that you're just trying to get them off your back. But never mind that. When did you get back? Were you waiting here the whole time?
No, I just returned after going out for a while. I did some investigating yesterday regarding the name Vache.
Wait, so you didn't sleep at all?
Dude, what?
How could I after having such critical new evidence appear?
Guess Paimon wasn't speaking for everyone just now, huh?
Unfortunately, this name seems to have been wiped from existence. It doesn't seem to have a match anywhere. I suspect that those behind this have already taken steps to hinder an investigation from this angle. But that does prove that this Vache person is a key witness in the incident.
Does that mean we're too late, though?
No. There is one ray of hope. One place in Fontaine that they would find almost impossible to threaten, no matter how much they wanted to. And that is the archives kept by Chief Justice Neuvillette. A place where detailed files on all the cases in recent years are kept.
Oh,
If
shit.
the Oceanid you met is one of the young women who went missing recently, we should be able to find some related information there.
So Neuvillette maintains an archive of case files? Whew. Guess that's the hard-working Chief Justice for you. In that case, let's go talk to him, shall we?
Why?
Aren't you coming along, Navia? Did you get tired?
What you do?
No, it's nothing. Let's go see the Honorable Chief Justice.
She said, yeah, man. Do that. Fuck it. Dude, her story. I'm so sad. I'm gonna teleport up.
The palais is right up ahead. Come on.
I will also, because I just remembered, resonate with the statue. I need Lumine out here on the field. It only makes sense. I'm tired of seeing green in the cutscenes. Where did I put her? Alright, hold on, Blondie. I'm gonna replace you for the other Blondie.
Just what will we come across this time?
Resonate. Yeah. Back to the other Blondie.
The Spina's on the case.
I have to keep an eye on the deployment of guards at all times.
No.
Halt! Please state your business here. The Chief Justice is presently occupied with official matters.
Duh.
Huh. This place does look pretty heavily guarded. Guess that proves that Neuvillette's files are really secure.
Hey, don't you recognize us?
Oh.
Huh? Who are you? Just to be clear, I don't care who you are or who you might be related to. Our rules make no exceptions.
See? They've got great discipline, too.
Huh.
Yep, Paimon can tell. If you're here just to crack jokes, I can point you towards the exit. Unlike some, we're busy, so please leave if you don't have a reason to be here.
No. What I meant to say is, shouldn't you remember us from a few days ago? We were at the trial of the great magician Linny.
Yeah, I was here.
Oh, yes, I remember. I read about it in the Steambird. You must be Linny's attorneys. It's all coming back to me now.
Oh, she said, oh yeah,
We're here today to report and archive some information on a follow-up case.
Huh. Is that even a thing?
Of course. Don't worry. We're here on official business. You can trust us.
My source is trust
All
me,
right,
bro.
Then I'll let you through. The Chief Justice is just inside.
Thanks so much.
Hello?
Please come in.
Yeah. Oh, big room. Hello.
Sorry to barge in, Monsieur Nervalet. We only lied to get in because we didn't know any other way.
Bruh.
It's all right. Please let me know how I may be of assistance to you.
So you're not mad at us?
We're looking for a man called Vache. He may have been an eyewitness in the serial disappearances case. If we can find him, we may be able to unearth some key information on the case.
Ah, I see. In that case, please wait here a moment while I browse through the files.
Doggy.
Who knew that Nervalet would be so easy to talk to?
Why is it so quiet now?
Unfortunately, I'm quite certain that no one by the name of Vache has been involved in any case, criminal or civil, in the past several years. There are no records of him either in the files or in my memory.
What? Damn.
Traveler, what if it was really just a dream?
I ain't fucking tripping, and I know you're
Is
not
that
tripping
so?
either.
All right then. Thank you so much, Monsieur Neuvillette. We'll take our leave now.
I know what I heard. Stay in a box. No!
Ahem.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
Miss Navia, I can understand how you feel.
Oh, okay.
Your father, Callus, was a truly exceptional man. We deeply regret his passing.
Okay.
And what are you trying to say, Monsieur Neuvillette? Are you trying to console me? Extend your sympathy? Or just express some tendril of regret? No. You are not trying to do any of that. I can hear it in your voice. There's no emotion behind your words. You only said those things because you felt like you should. It's just like last time. After my father took his place in the duelist ring, I pushed through the guards to talk to you as a last resort. You even told me then that you thought there was something fishy with the case, yet you still allowed the duel to go ahead. In your eyes, the value of a human life is nothing compared to those cold laws you hold so dear.
It's so
If you truly regret my father's death, then why didn't you call a stop to the duel? Why didn't you give me the power to stop him from throwing his life away? Why did you just let him die, despised and hated by all? Everything was hanging on a thread at that moment. Just the tiniest effort could have changed everything. There are still so many things I never got to tell him. So many questions he still owes me answers to. If you really have no heart, then just look me in the eyes. I, Navia, will show you the true meaning of regret.
I'm sorry, Miss Navia.
You and my father are truly alike. You keep all kinds of things in your heart and never say a word to anyone. It's not so much that you can't feel, but that you would never express anything. Oh well. In any case, everyone already knows full well the apathy of the Chief Justice. My apologies for taking my emotions out on you, Monsieur Chief Justice. Let's go, Traveler and Paimon.
Okay. Dude, poor Navia. What you fuck?
Navia, are you okay?
I'm fine.
Later.
Rain. It's raining.
Thank you for stopping
You're right.
by.
Wasn't it still sunny when we went into the building? And there shouldn't be any active trials today. How strange.
Now that I think of it, on the day my father was convicted of murder, it was also raining.
Hi, Renee. Dude, you missed so much development with Navia. I fucking love her even more, and I feel all more bad. I was told her story was sad, but holy shit, dude. I didn't think it was like that. Oh, okay, fair enough. But oh my god.
What is it? Did you think of something?
Oh. They 1v1'd out in the rain?
Yeah, he was outside. It was uncovered and the rain could fall there. Why? Do you think the rain could have affected the crime scene? That thought has occurred to us before. We've even expanded the search area to try to account for that, but didn't find anything of value.
There was something you didn't know at the time.
Oh? Wait. You don't mean...
The fact that people can be turned into water.
So you're saying that the true murderer could have been turned into water? And then got washed away with the rain? Yeah! And if that's what had happened, then no one would have believed your dad, even if he explained what he saw to the authorities!
I really think I found a true genius for a partner. You're completely right. How did I not connect the dots earlier? Alright, let's go to Poisson. With this new lead in mind, we'll get to the bottom of my father's case for sure.
Yeah, we're gonna make progress for sure this time!
Do you want to go with me now? Or do you want to head over by yourself later?
Let's go.
Great. Let's go then.
I'm gonna regret that decision. I have only like 25 more minutes. But whatever, we ball. I'll end stream after this. Oh, where the fuck? Yeah. Oh wow. Oh. Oh. Nerd. Place on. Wait. I was here last time. I thought this was a fucking, what's it called? Infested area with Tulium junk or treasure hoarders.
Whoa! What a huge ship! Why would a ship
Oh my
be
god,
anchored
ship!
in a place like this?
There's no need to be so surprised. While it may look like a ship, it's actually Spina di Rosula's headquarters. My father was the one who asked for it to be built like this. Perhaps our tastes in exterior design is the only thing we occasionally had in common. A gigantic and glamorous ship embodies discovery, opportunity, ambition, and conquest. It symbolizes Spina di Rosula's bright and limitless future.
Yeah, I see. I understand.
And Paimon thought you were bluffing when you said Spina di Rosula had a glorious past.
What the fuck?
Paimon was confused why a group with such a history would live in the sewers.
That's
But now that Paimon has seen this ship for herself, she's been convinced.
Well, Poisson is where Spina di Rosula began, after all. It's our main base, our home.
Melus. Yay! Oh, no. Wait, is this another guy where I can buy fish from? Please say yes. A border? Wait, can I buy fish from you? Damn it. I thought I could buy fish from him. Oh well, whatever. Whee! Yo, what up, Shino? I'm literally going through the Archon quest, and holy shit, I slept on this shit. I regret. I'm so behind, but at the same time, as I'm catching up, I'm like, oh my god. I'm so happy, and you're in class. Why? No. God. Anyways, Melus.
Melus, we're back!
Fair enough.
Apologies for the wait, demoiselle, and our most important partners. You said before that you still had some business at the court. What brings you back to Poisson so quickly?
There was nothing.
About that. It's because my partner here reminded me of something really important. You see, what if my father's case had something to do with water from the primordial sea? You still remember, right, Melus? On that night, it was raining?
Yes, the case was quite similar to that of Mr.
Have fun, bro. Thank you for stopping by.
Both were what you'd call impossible murders.
Could you tell us a bit more about what happened before?
Yeah, of course. Many years ago, something called synth began to gain popularity in Poisson. At a glance, it was a kind of drink that could excite your mood and produce many pleasant hallucinations.
Wait! Didn't that guard guy who turned into water also mention that the primordial water could be used to produce some kind of potion?
Yes, he did. Considering what we know now, it's almost certain that synth is created using water from the primordial sea. If you drink synth for an extended amount of time, you'll suffer many side effects, such as losing the ability to focus or control your emotions. And if you were to stop drinking it completely, you'll experience flashes of paranoia and anxiety while lacking energy to do anything. It's an extremely dangerous substance.
You'll relax if you stop drinking it.
My father was compelled to put a stop to synth abuse and called for a complete ban of it.
Boss's uncompromising attitude incurred the synth vendor's wrath, but no matter how much they threatened or bribed him, he refused to yield.
Valid.
Not only that, Boss became determined to find the mastermind behind the synth operation and put an end to the problem once and for all.
Yes, but the enemy was very cunning. So he could never get anything out of the dealers, all of whom only sold the stuff and weren't privy to the rest of the operation. Recognizing that, my father decided to contact the dealers in secret and cultivate personal relationships with them. Finally, he was able to convince someone to become his informant. The man's name was Jacques. He felt greatly ashamed about his work after seeing many families destroyed by synth abuse. That night, my father hosted a banquet at his countryside estate. He planned to meet up and exchange information with Jacques over some food. But then, we heard 2 gunshots from the courtyard. We raced to the scene and found my father, still holding a gun, and Jacques, who was already dead on the ground.
Huh? How did that happen? Aren't they on the same side?
Sounds just like Lenny's case, doesn't it? In both cases, the culprit seemed obvious, but neither appeared to have any motive at all. Looking back on it, though, I now believe the most important clue was something we all overlooked at the time. There were pieces of clothing left at the scene.
Huh.
Precisely. It's all thanks to you that I made the connection now. Back then, we all just thought they were some costumes that Jacques used to disguise himself at the banquet. But, considering it now, it's almost certain that they belong to a third person at the scene. With one extra person, we'll also need to reconsider why the 2 shots were fired.
It was most definitely the third person, I would assume at least.
You're right.
It's all
We
flintlocks.
still don't know what
They
happened,
only get one shot.
but my intuition tells
Unless
me
it's a
that
tri-shot.
we're on the right track to figuring it all out.
Or a double barrel.
I'm finally headed towards the truth.
Jacques was an empathetic man who was infinitely remorseful for his past actions. It's unlikely that he turned on Boss with zero warning. I think this third person is probably the key to the full truth. On that note, however, even though this will not please you, demoiselle, as your and your father's butler, I must still offer a word of warning. Our opponent is insidious and cruel. They are extremely difficult to deal with, and Boss has already lost his life trying to bring them to justice. Even though Spina de Rosula has lost most of its former glory, Poisson has welcomed a new time of peace, and we have been allowed to live out our lives. There is no need to follow your father's path. It would be both wise and in line with Boss's wishes to step back and give up on the case.
What?
If that's indeed what he wished for, then he should have told me that himself. Was I not the closest person to him? And yet, I was the one most kept in the dark. What was the point of him dying without sharing any of the secrets he knew? Did he manage to protect anything in the end? Synth is still here. Callus the Unfaithful is still his epithet. And Spina di Rosula is barely getting by. Nothing has changed. Did he think I'd just accept his meaningless death and live out my life just as meaninglessly? I've never accepted that. Ever. Not since that day, and certainly not now. I want to find out the real answer for everyone's sake. For the missing girls, for the victims, and for myself.
Navia.
I can see why everyone likes Fontaine's, well, like the majority. The majority likes Fontaine's story arc, because wow, this is pretty good. I'm enjoying it so far.
This is indeed the best moment to act. Your partner appears to be quite reliable, and more importantly, demoiselle...
That's me. I'm the partner.
I think you're also ready to take this on.
So you do know something else, Malus?
Ah, you were withholding
Yes,
information?
I do. In fact, even before that banquet, Boss already knew of the connection between Synth and the serial disappearances case.
Luz, what the
But
fuck?
what drove all the tensions to the boiling point was the revelation that you, demoiselle, had been selected as the next target to disappear.
What?
What?
Boss also didn't tell you that he had been diagnosed with a rare illness. The doctors told him that he had no more than 5 years left to live.
What the fuck? He had the
And
black
the serial
lung.
disappearances case caused him great anxiety. 5 years was nowhere near enough time to resolve this long-standing conflict. But once he passed away, all the danger would pass on to you.
What the fuck, man?
Knowing all of this, he decided to use one final intimidation tactic before his death. He claimed to have already gotten his hands on some key incriminating evidence for the other side, and even told some members of Spina de Rosula about the details. But as long as you remained safe, he would not share the evidence with the public. If something were to happen to you, then he and all those he told would immediately expose all they knew about Synth and the disappeared victims.
Right, so nobody would be able to get off scot-free.
As we've seen, Boss's tactic has worked. Even though Boss has been gone for a long time, the other side has not tried to take Demoiselle's life.
No, I don't believe it. He never appeared to look sick to me.
No father wants their daughter to see them weak and haggard, especially someone as proud as Boss. To him, dying in a duel and suffering lasting dishonor as the unfaithful were still far preferable than losing face in front of his daughter.
So he chose to die in silence, so that he could protect me.
I'm afraid you're not understanding this correctly, demoiselle. What Boss wanted to hand to you was not a parasol, but a sword. If Boss's spirit could hear you telling me that you want to find the answer for the sake of everyone involved, I'm sure he'd be extremely proud.
Controller jump scare.
That
Wait.
fool. Couldn't he have just given it to me straight? No. He might have set up everything precisely because he never thought I'd be able to understand him. Is that the amount of confidence he had in
It's
me?
happening.
And what if I was never able to make it to where I am now?
Hold on. No, wait. Oh, good dialogue. I'm saved. The dialogue has saved me. Anyways,
Yeah. I suppose that's true. With the way he'd set things up, if I had wanted, I could have just
Welcome
lived
back.
out my life without a care in the world. But thankfully, he rarely talked to me about complex matters, and thus understood little of me as a person. In this case, he really didn't need to give me an easy way out. Huh. Malus, what was the key evidence that he shared with you?
It's the location where synth is produced. Essentially, it's the enemy's headquarters. When he was threatening the enemy, Boss didn't share the specifics of the incriminating evidence he found. But if you want to use it against the enemy, you'll still have to take several things into consideration.
Why? If we know where the place is, can't we just go storming in?
Fuck no!
You mustn't forget that we're fighting against a mysterious and dangerous organization that's been in operation for decades. There's no telling what might be lying in wait at their headquarters. We also have no idea what kind of evidence we may be able to find inside, nor what people we may be able to capture. But a single visit to their headquarters would be tantamount to a formal declaration of war. The worst case would be that we leave empty-handed, but also open ourselves up to full retaliation.
Then, in that case, why not work with the Fontaine authorities?
Well, you saw one of them dissolve during Mr. Linney's case. We have no idea just how thoroughly they may have been infiltrated.
Huh. That's true. Seems my father really had no choice. But things are different now. It should be a lot easier to prove the other side's guilt, now that we've connected Synth with the disappearances case.
You sound like you've put a lot of thought into this, Malus.
I am the butler, after all. I live but to serve the boss and Demoiselle's will. I've always been willing to take on any kind of risk for your sake. But considering my relative lack of ability, I've spent my time keeping secrets, performing basic investigations, and waiting for the right time to come.
Thank you for all of that, Malus. Have you discovered anything new in the past few years?
Let me think. One conclusion I came to was that the enemy must be quite familiar with Spina di Rosula, or at least have an informant planted here. When I announced orders to the organization's members on Demoiselle's behalf, I used to deliberately keep a few people in the dark and observe the reactions of the synth vendors. If the vendors didn't change their plans, then the individuals informed of our orders must be innocent. If the vendors packed up and fled, however, then someone must have given them the news. After several rounds of testing and investigative tracing, I've narrowed the suspect list down to 3 people. The first is Florent, Spina di Rosula's senior advisor.
Huh? Florent?
Yes, surprising, isn't it? He was one of the people Boss trusted the most, which also means that he was someone who understood Boss really well.
There's some
Thanks to
fucking
his
deep-ass rude
position
soul
within
shit.
Boss's innermost circle, he always knew our upcoming plans and could thus avoid capture this whole time. There's someone else like him too. Marcel, the head of Confrérie of Cabrières.
Uncle Marcel.
No way.
It's a guild in Poisson. Boss helped it to grow to its current size and prominence. In the beginning, they were only reselling some daily goods, but now they're one of the richest guilds around with a lot of business connections in the city.
So, they're like a sister organization of Spina di Rosula?
Yes, you can say that. When we were fighting against the synth dealers, they provided us with plenty of support. It's a bit difficult to imagine someone using their own money to hunt down themselves.
The final suspect is Thierry, the man responsible for coordinating information between Spina di Rosula and the guards. Although the guards mostly leave us to our own devices, there are still many activities we have to report to the local authorities. Since Thierry is always in the know about our current activities, he could theoretically always plan one step ahead.
I see. These are all people who I communicate with quite regularly. To think that the enemy we've been fighting against has been right next to me all along, among those I trust the most. It's almost too hard to believe.
If you want to investigate them, please take every precaution to not alert the quarry. Judging from our experience, the enemy is extremely cautious.
Of course. And thank you, Malus. You've provided us with a lot of great information.
You're too kind, my lady. I'm just doing my duty. And before I forget, proving Boss's innocence would also mean clearing him of blame in Jacques' death. After that incident, Jacques' wife and daughter were taken into the Spina's care. They still live in Poisson today. If it might help, you could also pay them a visit. I can make the necessary arrangements.
Oh, thank you so much, Malus. You really are the best.
A new case awaits, my dear partner.
Leave it to me.
I hope we can work together to uncover the truth and end this case once and for all.
Holy shit, another fucking thing. Okay. Hold on. Wait, I'm gonna sneeze. I'm ending stream. I gotta wrap it up. I can stream on a day I'm off, and I most likely will stream in Monday evening. But the weekends I can't do weekends, unfortunately, which really sucks. But it's whatever. I got in stream. I think I might just fucking full send it on Genshin. And I actually have a question for you guys. I want to ask this now while I have the chance before I fully end it. All these hangout events, do I do them off stream or should I just like fucking? I feel like I should just do them off stream, to be honest, because I just have a whole log of this that I don't want to sit through. So I might just fucking send it and do these on my free time, so I can have primogems, and then by the next stream, I can have like a role ready for you guys, and hopefully, just maybe I might get Koran. I don't know. I hope. I'm praying. Prage. Didn't I get some primos already? Ah, that's not a lot. Okay, I was gonna do bull. Never mind. But yeah, I'm done. I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna full send it on Genshin. For, catching up with the archon quest. Cause wow, this is a lot. I'm with it. Complete other quests. I don't know what this is. I'm gonna ignore it. Yeah, I'm done. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for stopping by. If you did, thank you for all the follows and whatnot. Well, it's Shannon, as per usual. I love Navia. Her story. I didn't realize it was that deep rooted. With what's it called? With this archon quest. But I'm only in the second act, so yeah. I'm done. What's Ange? Thank you. Yeah, Monday, Tuesday, and then Wednesday is my schedule. Today's Wednesday, yeah. Okay, yeah, today's Wednesday. Actually, wait, hold on. No, I might be able to stream Thursday. I might be able to stream tomorrow as well. Like, but only in the evenings. So we'll see about that. I'm done. goodbye. That's all my comments. I'll ask about I'll ask about the hangout events in the server. Goodbye. That's all. Yeah, bye bye. And whatnot.